Shoebill Studio, welcome to stream. I'm shining a light in my face because the face tracking on my avatar is weird. I gotta try to like switch to a different tracking software for when I use my avatar because like, I don't know, this one's cool, but it's got some issues. Like, I designed my avatar with a whole bunch of different expressions that we never get to see because like this doesn't track facial expressions. It just tracks my like head's movement and all that. So that's kind of a bummer, but yeah, so I might switch to, I was gonna switch to VTube Studio for this in Steam, but that only works with 2D avatars for some reason. And this is a 3D model. So I'll have to, I think VC face is what well, never mind, you don't care. Nobody cares. But anyway, yeah, welcome to stream. I could have sworn we were just working on this part of the map yesterday, right? Not yesterday, last week. Valkers, I have returned, and I'm predicting that by the end of the stream, this room won't be finished. Well, you're probably right, but I don't know, like, the difference between my ability to build stuff when I'm off camera and my ability to build stuff when I'm on camera is astronomical. It's just astronomical. Oh, why is there only 9 players online? There should be more. It's because there's school, probably. I've noticed, like, the game, like, started dying down again when, like, you know, school happened. Like, when school started coming back, but let me hop into the Discord server real quick and promote this stream because I just started, and people deserve to know that I'm streaming. I should probably start announcing that on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. I don't know, I'm not used to that, but I gotta get used to that. So yeah, I'm gonna say at here, I guess. I still don't have a stream ping. Like, the closest thing I've got is a YouTube video ping, or new YouTube ping. I think at here is better than at everyone though, so you know, who cares? Hopefully my chat doesn't fall behind this time, but I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the chat to, like the chat that you guys see on screen and the chat that I'm looking at from YouTube. But how are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up? Forget an ending before GTA 6. This room is gonna be isn't gonna be done before GTA 6. Well, it probably will be, because I mean, after we're done with like the ceiling bit here, that's gonna be pretty easy. We're just gonna add some guardrails. My problem with the guardrails is that, however, is that I was gonna model them in Blender because I could make really cool guardrails in Blender. The problem is, by doing that, I eliminate the possibility of making unions of them. So I'd have to make like, I don't know, probably 10 or something. Actually, that could be very good. I think I will do that because there's the array modifier in Blender. Good, how are you? How about you? I'm okay, but I messed my throat up doing my Nickelback impersonation this morning. That's not to say that I'm not used to singing with like vocal fry and vocal distortion. Like, I do, but Nickelback's on a whole nother level. Let's do some Sigma Technique. I agree, Eliminate for Life. Welcome to stream. My first Sigma Technique is going to be announcing that I'm streaming on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. Is this Twitter? This is Twitter, okay. It's impossible to tell them apart. So yeah, well actually I didn't just sing Nickelback. I sang Nickelback, Linkin Park, Pink Floyd. I sang a whole bunch of stuff earlier today, but I messed up my throat because it's still recovering from the flu, so drainage and stuff. I am building live now. Hashtag Roblox Studio. Hashtag Roblox. Hashtag Roblox Dev. I'm just gonna copy that exact thing and like send that exact thing to Blue Sky as well. Last time he did some Sigma Techniques, the square was 0.001 studs off or something. It was exactly 0.001 studs off, man. You got a good memory on you. By the way, guys, did you guys check out the highlights compilation, the Rage highlights compilation? I put quite a bit of work. Like, I wasn't expecting to make the editing all that fancy with that one. I was expecting to make it pretty casual. But I decided, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna, you know, go the distance. I'm gonna do all the editing I normally do. And I did. But I need your guys' help. I'm gonna ask you guys something. I'll need your feedback, and then we'll start, while you're thinking about it, we'll start getting like these ceiling beams done and stuff. So with these stairs, we got a couple options. Sometimes I'm either dumb as brick or can dig memories from like 5 years ago. Man, that's so relatable, yeah. I remembered some really obscure detail from my past, like when I had lunch with my mom this morning, but I can't like remember even basic details. I don't know why that random brick was there, that's kind of weird, but... Okay, so here's the question I've got for you guys. So I've got a couple options. We could make an overpass here, like this, and then have this have guardrails, and then just move the stairs kind of back, I guess. Like move the stairs here or something. Actually, we wouldn't do that. We would instead move the stairs probably, oops, that's not the stairs. Move the stairs probably back here so that there's room for like the guardrails. And then we'd move these like this. Just pretend that the floor is here, like, because it's gonna be. I know, the room's not gonna be perfectly square anymore, but the biggest plot twist of all time you're about to hear. I only needed it to be perfectly square temporarily, so I could get like this inner part perfectly square. Guardrails, Catulus #1 enemy. No, I think these pillars are my #1 enemy, honestly. Like these pillars are like actually like a bigger pain now, or were, I should say were, because I got them done, but they were a bigger pain than the ladder, because even though the ladder took like 7 hours, at least it went fairly smoothly. But these took way more than 7 hours and were fighting me every step of the way. But in hindsight, I was watching like the highlights compilation and editing the highlights compilation and stuff. And here's another big plot twist. I was just being an idiot the whole time for like 2 hours. Yeah, we gotta have a pillar cult. Yeah, all hail the pillars. The reason I say I was just being an idiot the whole time is because I should have realized the reason that these side ones kept being a different length than these ones, like the west and east ones were different than the south and north ones. It's because I was sizing them according to the walls. Like I put them up against the walls. So obviously it should have occurred to me, it's because this wall is, or was, longer than this wall. And that's all it should have taken for me to... If I'd have had that epiphany at that time, I probably could have fixed it in like 5 minutes at tops. But no, I just had to be dumb. I have an ulterior motive for opening Discord, by the way, and I almost forgot. I was touching on this a second ago. Where's the cool Roblox stuff? Yeah, so like the difference between like when I'm on stream and off stream, I built this in like 5 minutes because I have a method for it, which is going to be a YouTube short. And I'll show how I did this. It's really cool. Basically, like it kind of plays on this script I made, where like there's a whole bunch of parts. You get like a palette of a few different colors, and the script takes that palette and randomizes the parts, the colors of the parts in like this wall based on that palette. But then I took it a step further and used the magic wand tool to like select all the different like colors and then like size them out a bit all at once, and then I ran the script again to randomize the colors again. It's really cool. I can't wait for you guys to see that short. It's gonna be really awesome, but enough talk. So yeah, we could either have that overpass here and like have these stairs back a certain way and just have kind of a gap here. So we've got guardrails going up here, guardrails going around there, guardrails here, and probably guardrails around here. So this is kind of like a bridge. Or alternatively, option B, we skip having an overpass entirely, and instead we just have the stairs be like kind of like this. And probably get rid of all of this, maybe. I kind of like the overpass though, I'm not gonna lie. I think the overpass is nice. Also, Catulus, what is your favorite candy? That's a really good question. If I could only have one kind of candy ever again, what would it be? Oh man, I actually don't know. I like chocolate, but I get sick of it at the same time. Overpass does look nicer, but will most likely be hard to do. The guardrail, none of this is going to be easy to do, I don't think, but I think what I would end up doing, however, is probably making the staircase a bit more narrow, for one. Anyway, you guys think on that. You like cherry flavored stuff. You'd probably make the hard candy that I make sometimes, like for my family. Yeah, that's a thing I do sometimes. Reveal. Lore drop. I like to make a whole lot of different flavors of hard candy, and I like the cherry flavored stuff too. It's just good. It's yummy. I tried my hand at Turkish Delight at one point, but I sucked at it, so I gave up and just never tried again. Like, I tried to make Turkish Delight like 5 times, and I failed 4 of the 5 times. There's just so much that can go wrong, and it's like a 4-hour-long process that you have to be in the kitchen. Cooking with Catulus real? I've actually thought about doing that. Like, in one of the earlier episodes of updating my game, like back when I followed like the Let's Play format and had like just my face in the corner. Like before I started like actually scripting the updating my game videos, I had one episode where there was like a cutaway to like an ASMR, like me making coffee with a French press. And it was really cool, I like it. The problem is like, it's so outside my niche that it would actually make it harder to build my channel if I did that more regularly, because like then that's something I'd have to do when I'm well known and to the point where I could upload anything and people will watch it. But I need to focus on consistency right now, because that's like a consistent type of content to make. Fostrate, good evening, ghost hunters. Welcome, Fostrate. Fostrate, I'm gonna include you on my little debate. So we've got stairs here, obviously, which are much too far forward for some reason. There we go. We've got a couple options. For option A, we can have an overpass like this, in which case I would probably move the stairs back to about here or something. I don't know, because then I'd have to like add another pillar or something, but anyway, there'd be like a gap here where the guardrails are, because I hate how this like cutoff looks, and that's gonna get in the way of the guardrails. So that's option A, is to move the stairs back and have this overpass with a gap here, so it's kind of like a bridge. Option B is to not do that and just ditch the overpass altogether, plus these, and basically just rely on people walking down and then up the stairs. And I don't know which I like better, honestly, which is why I'm asking your guys' opinion. So yeah, Fostrate, now that you're here, you can be part of thinking on that. And in the meantime, I'm going to be working on this. These are going to be like behind. Should these go all the way to I feel like these should go all the way to the ceiling, right? And because there's going to be like guardrails between these, I don't think these should be like just, or should these just be like a little bit high? There's so many decisions. I hate it. Because I know, let me get the old reliable reference images. This one's my new favorite because it looks so clean, but it's still not as cool as Castle Domitresk. Nothing's as cool as Castle Domitresk. But I think this, as you can see, like, it seems we've kind of reached an impasse because, first of all, I like that vase. That's cool. I might have to have a vase in mine as well. But we're at an impasse because these go up, then to the side a little bit, and then back. And mine don't do that. But they don't really need to. The point is, like, there's this overpass, yes, but there's also a gap. So yeah, option A fits with the ambitious aspect of the asylum, but option B seems big enough. Yeah, which one was which again? Option A was like keeping the overpass and having the gap, right? I think I do like that better. Um, the only thing I don't like about that is that I'll have to make another pillar, I think. I could do that. I really like the idea of hallways on either side of the stairs. So like a hallway here and a hallway there. Because like my idea of it is like there'd be another like instance of this. I don't know if it'd be offices or not. But yeah, basically just this entire corridor stacked up all the way to the top, just like this. So there's like I think there's 4 floors. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like like on the first floors. Yeah, that's basically my idea for the architecture of it. Is that it's like the first floor but stacked. So I think the layout of Morseburg would be like, this is the front of the building. It goes this way and then back a little bit on both sides, and that's more than big enough. We need an operating room where they performed lobotomies at some point. I want to add that, but. Flick. I've moved the brick block. To the right and left of the stairs, there could be bathrooms or fancy offices or something. Yeah. Or something, yeah. Idea, you enter a padded asylum. I do need padded asylum rooms. There's no getting around it. Live stream, there we go. You enter a padded asylum room, the door shuts behind you, and then when you turn around, there's a big bridge surrounded by endless void. That's creepy. I had the wildest dream, like the other day. Aviation expert, I like the offices. Thank you. I like the offices too. We'll go to the offices while I tell you about the dream I had about Ghost Hunt, because it might impact the future of Ghost Hunt. I had this there's a game called, I'll get into that later. I had this, like, Ghost Asylum has them, so why doesn't GH? Because I'm lame. And Ghost Asylum is objectively superior to Ghost Hunt in many ways. But in my dream, right, I incorporated a day and night cycle into Ghost Hunt, and like daytime was generally safer because there were a lot more hostile mobs, but still not totally safe. And like once you reached the van, you could actually, it like brings up a menu, and you could actually select from the menu of like where you wanted to quote unquote drive the van. There wouldn't actually be driving mechanics, but like there'd be a loading screen, and it'd pull up like a different camera angle showing like a pawn shop or like a convenience store or a pharmacy or something, and they could like buy stuff with the money that you've earned from selling evidence. Like if you go to the pawn shop, maybe you could buy like a candle or like bells or something that you can use as like makeshift motion like detectors or whatnot, until you can get like the proper ones that are more expensive. Or you could get like a DSLR camera from the pawn shop or something like that. Or if I implemented a sanity system, you could go to a pharmacy and get like medication to help with your sanity. Or convenience store. Like I think you know how dreams like can't decide if they want to fully commit to an idea or not, so like it kind of does it sometimes and kind of doesn't. I also added in my dream, the dream couldn't decide if I added survival mechanics to Ghost Hunt or not. Like survival meaning like hunger and thirst, and like you could go to the convenience store and buy like food and water and stuff. Kat, I wish I could go into your brain and play the complete version of Ghost Hunt. You know what? If we keep up at this pace, we're not gonna get there, because I'm running my mouth when I should be making this. But if we pick up the pace, like I want to, like I want to be up. I want to be firing off Ghost Hunt updates as fast as Donald Trump is signing executive orders. What was it, like 28, I think, that he signed, but he had to like rescind one because it wasn't gonna work as well as he thought it would. I don't know, but yeah, I want to just be cranking out Ghost Hunt updates really a lot quicker, and videos as well, as fast as Stephen King puts out a new horror novel. Too political. Yeah, I agree. Okay, here's a question that's not very political. Actually, it's not a question. I don't know why I said that. It's a hot take that everyone's gonna hate me for. I actually don't like Stephen King that well. I'm not saying it's not that I don't like him. It's like I think I don't know. There's just something about his work that just kind of gets under my skin, I guess. Can you add pets to Ghost Hunt? No. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. Like, why? You're not the. What's odd is like you're not the first person to suggest that, but I just don't know why pets would have to be a thing. Like, you're gonna get like a pet ghost or something. Please add loot boxes to Ghost Hunt. Tell me more about that idea, because that's actually kind of leaning in the direction I want to take Ghost Hunt. Because like, okay, the main gameplay loop I have right now with Ghost Hunt is you look for ghosts, and that's basically it, and that bothers me inside. What I want the new gameplay loop to be once I like finish Ghost Hunt and have it fully fleshed out is I want the gameplay loop to be about like collecting things, like collecting evidence, collecting like batteries for your flashlight and stuff. Are the fancy offices in the lobby? I mean, kinda. Give me 1 second and I'll show you. I know you asked about this on the short and I never got back to you, and I apologize, but I've been busy working on videos lately, so yeah, don't at me. Don't at me. What in the devil is going on here? I don't know, but I think it's gonna be easy to fix. It's gonna be easy to fix, but I'm gonna need to adjust the pivot. Turn off the move, please. Okay, that pivot is where I want it good. I haven't forgotten about you. I will show you the fancy office location. Give me 1 second. Gosh. Okay, there we go. I can move this here, question mark? Yeah. There we go. And that fixed it for all of them, right? This isn't like an issue like we had before with the pillars. It is not. Thank God. Okay. That scared the life out of me. I feel like these are too low. Hang on a second. Like, what about up? Oh gosh, now they're too high. Like, what about maybe up here? I feel like that looks better, honestly. Don't look as bulky. He's locked in. Will there ever be any point value allocated to finding ghosts, like in Ghost Hunter? Yes, that's my idea. Because like evidence pertains to anything that you find or make or you know, capture that could prove theoretically. Prove theoretically, that's an oxymoron. Anything that you find or capture that could lend credence to the belief that Morseburg Asylum is haunted is considered evidence. So if I add like a DSLR, if I learn ray casting, which I want to do, and like, how do my welds get turned on? If I learn ray casting and like I want to do, and like add a DSLR camera, you could take a picture of one of the wandering ghosts, for example, and you'd get points for that. I mean, you'd get photographs for it that would show up like maybe in your inventory or something, and then you'd like sell them online in the van or like in what's currently the spawn room. And then you'd get money from that, which you could use to buy more like better equipment, and then go back in and capture more evidence. And then you could use the money that you make from that to buy equipment that lets you access new areas of the asylum, like the crowbar or the sledgehammer that could let you like tear down broken walls and stuff. I just want to add like basically the gameplay loop I want for like the fully fleshed out version of Ghost Hunt. I don't know why I'm over here. Is like you find stuff to unlock more items to make you find more stuff. So basically what that means is like eventually what I might do is have this outside area that used to be the ending. I might make that the new start area at some point. Because I think going into the asylum instead of starting in the asylum would really drive home the fact that the game's supposed to be about exploration and not escape. Which is so hilarious because we're going to all this trouble after 7 years to make the ending, and then it's going to be invalidated basically by the update by making that the new start. Also, new flashlights are coming. This is your chance to see them now, and they're gone. No, one more chance. You can see them there. They're right there. They've been there for years, and now, yeah, new flashlights on their way. I will do a lore drop on the new flashlights. They're flashlights that I wanted to make years upon years ago, but I couldn't because I hit the Game Pass limit of the time, which is like 15. But now that Roblox upped that to 50, I can add them finally. And the first one is hitting around Valentine's Day. Frick, that's the wrong soda can. Okay, aviation expert. Which fancy offices are you talking about for one? There's this one, which belonged to one Dr. Samuel Rodinger, PhD. Very cool character. I can't wait to expand on his lore, like, a lot more. I also can't wait to add his, like, Rorschach, however it's pronounced, the ink blot paintings, because he painted those in his free time just for fun. So he made a lot of his own. So these are right next to what will be the front door. And I think this is the fanciest office that exists in the game right now. Generally, these are the new modern-ish offices, which are... If you make your way to the courtyard, it's literally a straight shot. Like, you go in through the broken window, you come around this corner, and then it's a literal straight shot, straight to those offices. The Rainbow Dash flashlight is real. It always was. It just was hidden in lighting. That's a cool light. I like it. Multicolored light. I guess that was the Christmas light before the Christmas light. Anyway, these are what I usually talk about. These are what I'm usually referring to when I say fancy offices, but they need revamped like mad because they don't look fancy at all. They look really liminal and like dated. You should like literally get super cool special flashlight. It would be really awesome too. Like, eventually what I want to do is have like a system where your flashlight battery can run out, and in addition to not being able to see, ghosts start attacking you as well. If your flashlight battery gets too low, so you have to like constantly find batteries to explore. And if I do that, I'd probably release like a game pass for like a tactical flashlight that's immune to battery depletion. I'm sorry if I'm talking like a million miles an hour, but I promise it's just because my brain's going a million miles an hour. And I think it's because I popped a caffeine tablet this morning. I was really tired this morning because I had to take my car into the shop this morning to get like the brakes fixed, but they could only get me in at 8 a.m. so I had to get up at 7 a.m. and I only fell asleep at like 2 a.m. so I got very minimal sleep, and I popped a caffeine tablet this morning so I could wake up. There should be a badge for buying every game pass called P2W, pay to win. Yeah, it could be. I might do that, yeah. That's actually a pretty solid idea. Fostrate, you've got a cool idea for an interview question, and I'm eager to hear it, but, you know, I'll let you decide if you want to tell me, or like ask me now, or if you want to save it for the actual interview. Because I realize I'm like really late celebrating 5,000 subscribers, but actually called P2L because most game passes are just flashlight reskins. I can't argue against that. Flashlight reskins, but also some of them are just better flashlights as well. And what I want to do eventually as well is make like game passes you can buy that's like proper ghost hunting equipment, like EVP or something. What date is the lobby being released? The date that I finish it, and that's basically it. Let's go into Blender, I guess, and we'll model some guardrails, I guess. I'm gonna try to be smart real quick, so I know that's really dangerous of me, but bear with me. Snap to parts. What I'm gonna try to do is actually make a part that's the length of this gap here between these. And I'm gonna try to export this as like a 3D object, which I can bring into Blender. And then I'll know how wide to make my guardrails, basically. But I'll also need to make individual posts as well and export those because that's what's gonna need to be on the stairs. And I'm so concerned about the part count. If I went into a coma for 30 years and the first thing I checked was Ghost Hunt, I'd be honored, for one. Any of its spin-off games in your YouTube channel, what would I see? Well, you'd probably see finished Ghost Hunt. You'd probably see it with all the stuff that I've mentioned during this stream. You'd probably see Ghost Hunt the house, and hopefully you'd see me with at least 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully I want to like make other games other than Ghost Hunt as well, but I'm focusing on Ghost Hunt because that's where the community is. Export. I've done this once in my life. Export selection, okay. 3D objects, Roblox meshes. Exported from Roblox, here we go. Okay, long part. You would be nearly 60, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel almost 30, but I am, and that's just crazy. Like, hang on a second, I gotta check something. Homer Simpson season 1 age. Yeah, 34, so. Oh gosh, in like, what? 5 years, about, give or take, I'll be as old as Homer Simpson is supposed to be in the first season of The Simpsons, and that absolutely, that's horrifying. But I don't know, I think at the same time Homer Simpson, even in season 1, looks astronomically older than he's supposed to be canonically, so maybe it's not that horrifying. You should consider Union to Mesh. Is that a plugin? Hi, Tigress. Love the work that you're doing on your game. Keep up the great work. Thank you. It's breaking my brain. I don't know, Tigress, if you saw the Rage compilation I uploaded earlier today, I think, but it's definitely worth a watch. It's only about 8 minutes, and it perfectly sums up all the all the flippin' trouble I went to get everything just right, but you've talked about it before in this. Okay, I'm gonna look for that right now, actually, because that sounds incredibly useful. Manage plugins, add. All right, let's see what we got. I won't find them in decals, that's for sure. Plugins. Those archways could totally be meshes. Same with the windows. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's unions that could be meshes, honestly. Dude, look, that's a ghost. Right here. Literally a ghost. Look at this. I'm expanding this. If I can. Look, it's a ghost. I've not seen it yet because of work. That's understandable. Look, it's literally a ghost from my game on this thumbnail. I should sue him for copyright infringement. No, I'm not gonna do that. All right, plugins. Union to mesh. Okay, so we've got a few. Is it this? Is it this one? I never know if these are like the legit ones or not. Always trying to steal from Ghost Hunt, yeah. Is this the one here with like this icon? Wait, object splitter? I might have to look into that. Is this the one you're talking about, Vostrate? It's one of the first two. Part or union to mesh. Is this it? Oh gosh, it's not very well rated. but buy for free, I guess. This is the one you're thinking of here, the second one? Or the first one? Number 1 or number 2? I'm so sorry, viewers, but it's necessary. Number 1 or number 2? Sound like an eye doctor. Gosh, I haven't been to the eye doctor in ages. I should go. I should go back. I don't remember. Maybe I should just get like the better rated one. Because I'm assuming both of these do the same thing, and they're both free, so, you know, got nothing to lose. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry if I'm like clearing my throat a lot and stuff. I've messed up my voice doing my heavily exaggerated Nickelback impersonation and singing other songs as well. You know, I could just have these, and these could be the guardrail. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. All right, convert to mesh. This plugin is up to date. This is cool. Oh gosh. I hate that. There should be a feature in Roblox where if you hold down Alt or Control or Shift or something, it doesn't do all this nonsense and just lets you drag a window without causing this like dystopian nightmare that we see here. Well, not dystopian, but yay, I got the right one. Okay. Why is there a help button? What's so difficult to understand about this that you need a help button? It's literally one button. Sorry, Return of Bratty Cat. Gosh. It's happening more, but I think I like it. Alright, so convert to mesh. Cool. Is there a way to convert, is there also like a, wait, hang on. What's the, oh, I dissed the help button and I'm actually gonna, this is the smallest text I've ever seen. Okay, there we go. Select the objects you want, Roblox, I hate that. Select the objects you want to transform as mesh. Click the blue button, convert to mesh. Save the file somewhere. Click the blue button, complete. Go on the mesh properties and click mesh IDs. Select the file save. Is there also a mesh to union plugin, I wonder? Because I would also use that quite a bit. If there is, I'm modeling this in Blender and turning it into a union so I can make it more palatable and like sizable in Roblox, but I doubt it too, but we'll find out. Mesh to union. No, that just gives me the same options. This guy also made object splitter and I'm wondering how it compares to this one. I'm gonna give this a go real quick. Let's see how that compares to the one that I've already got. Oh gosh. Already interfaces more in depth. Split point into, let's go with 3. Split rotation. Oh, it has sound effects. Unions also cause poor performance. Interesting. Has that done anything at all? I'm just gonna, not that. I'm just gonna like, let's just keep that off, I guess. I like my other part splitter better, not gonna lie. Okay, I don't know why it's still showing up here, but. Uninstall. I'm never gonna use that because it seems like it's not working. Alright, so I'm gonna export this to Blender, and then I'm gonna do something cool. Well, actually I did export, or I exported it, but I haven't. Blender. There you go. Alright, let's see what happens when I try to touch Blender for the first time in like ages. Also, do I need I don't really need a reference image for this. I can figure out how to do this on my own. Famous last words. Alright, I guess the first thing I should do is make this smaller, I guess. Blender, you got it, bro. There is a way to... What the flip? What did I do? There's a way to, like, take a square shape and turn it into a circle. Let me try if I can figure out how to do that. So is it I and then, like, subdivide a whole bunch? Oh gosh, well, I didn't make a... I made something interesting by accident, at least. Select similar area. Not that. This isn't uninteresting. You can't. This is not at all what I want, but it's cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch more of those Blender tutorials, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna do this like the lame way and add like a cylinder or whatever. I'm going to sleep. Good night, everyone. Aw, thanks for joining, Fostrate. It's good to see you in the stream, as always. Alright, so how am I doing this? I think... I'm gonna just... First of all, how tall do I want this? And of course, these are just the support beams. They're not gonna be, I'm not gonna worry about like putting the guardrails on. I'm gonna do that in Roblox because that's gonna require me to like size and stretch it all perfect like. Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me go to wireframe mode for a second and put this camera angle. Shoop. That there. That's close enough, I guess. There's so many better ways to do this, I'm convinced, but I'm just not a Blender expert yet. I gotta watch more tutorials. Right about here. I'll add another loop cut here. Not here. And I'll add a few in between, like that. Okay, how do you turn on the like proportional editing? Is it this? It's this, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not terrible. I'm not terrible at... Oh gosh, I am terrible. Flip. I think I'll bevel this some as well. I'm gonna shade it smooth in the long run, so it's not gonna matter all that much, but... Another loop cut here about. Yeah, I think we're getting there, actually. Already, this isn't looking terrible, I don't think. I don't think it's looking terrible. My gosh, I feel actually like this is coming together pretty nicely, and it's an absolute miracle. What do you think, guys? Is this cool? Shade smooth. Looking good? Ugh, I don't like that shaded smooth at all. Looking good so far? Pretty nice, right? Shoot, Bill, I feel like I could tell like you looked away for a while as well. That's awesome. So far, so good. I feel like it could use some more up here. Let me add like a loop cut like right here and several here. Oh, dude, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Bam! Houston, we have guardrails. Well, I mean, we don't have guardrails yet, but we've got the support beams, and that's actually the hardest part. You know, I think, though, actually, I want to make this even tighter, yo. Ah. I think that's actually pretty sufficient right there. So I'll shade that smooth, and I can't decide if I want to shave the cube smooth or not, because it looks kind of bad, honestly, when the cube is shaded smooth. What's this button? Boundary box center. Active element. There's a way to like have individual center points for when you size things, but I cannot remember how to do it. Heading out, aviation expert. Well, thanks for joining in the stream for a bit. It's cool to have you. Maybe I will just shade it flat after all. Have a good night, aviation expert. Hope to see you in future streams. It's good having you. I think what I'll actually do is bevel everything here. Just by a little bit. By the tiniest little bit. And then shade smooth, maybe? Ah, there we go. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have guardrails. I think it might be a little bit too tall, though, so I'm gonna... No, this is good. This is good. This is good. All right, now, this is where the real magic begins. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join these like that. So now these are one object, right? Remember when I exported that long part? This is where that's gonna come in handy. Because I'm gonna import that here. Wavefront object, okay. It'll be in 3D objects. Where's that at? 3D objects. Roblox meshes exported from Roblox. Long part. Here we go. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where is the... Oh gosh. Where is it? Is it... Why is it... Oh. That sucks. Okay, we're bringing it back. Hang on. Or geometry to origin. Where's that option? I know that's a thing. Object. There's a way to pull up like a search. Hang on a second. I need to. It's not Blender. It's Roblox, because when I exported it, it exported the location data as well, which is like really far away from the center point of the Roblox map. ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT a Blender question real quick. How do you pull up the searchable menu in Blender? What's the hotkey for that? Let's see. F3? Spacebar is set to search in preferences. Well, I'm not gonna use that for animation, I don't think, so where's preferences at? Preferences. Add-ons, navigation, themes, interface. Key map. Key binding. Context menu? Replay operators. Let me search for menu. Actually, let me search for space. Well, okay. Oh my gosh. Hang on, function 3. There we go, okay. I have a 65% keyboard, so pushing the F1 through F whatever buttons is confusing. Okay, geometry to origin. Right? Is that it? No. Oh, yeah, okay. I've got a better idea though. What was it, 3? Yeah. Geometry to, no. Origin to 3D cursor. And then geometry to origin. Boom! Haha, alright. This is why I did this. This is why I did this. Now that I've exported, well, now that I've got this part in here, this is like giving me an idea of how many like guardrails there should be. So I'm gonna size this down a bit, and I'm gonna move it. I'm not gonna move it actually. I'm just gonna apply a mirror modifier after the array modifier. So array modifier, and that can go. There, I guess. It's so confusing because in Roblox, the y-axis is up and down, but in Blender, the z-axis is up and down. Which game are you working on? I'm working on Ghost Hunt right now. I'm gonna add some guardrails. But hey, look at this. So now that I know, yes, I am working on Ghost Hunt as a matter of fact. I'm in Blender right now. This is the current project. If you're not familiar, this is the main lobby. I've been working on this for like a couple months, but I think we're at the home stretch of it. Kind of. I should probably work on it off camera, but yeah, I've been working on this. It's an unreleased area so far. And what I'm doing right now is making a mesh for guardrails, so I can add guardrails to like the stairs and these gaps up here. I'm gonna start with these gaps up here. But yeah, no problem. No problem for showing you. But yeah, see, look, now that I've added like this part that I exported, it's this part here that I exported from Roblox. This I know now. Is the length that I need the guardrails to be. So I can just keep adding them until I've added enough. Alright, so I've added the array modifier. Let's go with mirror, I guess. For context, I'm not the best at Blender, if you're just joining us, but yeah. I think I'll say 1.5 distance. No, that's not nearly enough. 1.8, 1.9. 1.9 distance I think looks good. All right, so I can delete this now, and here is my guardrails mesh that I can stick between the gaps upstairs, but then I'll also export like an individual one of these, so I can do the stairs as well. It's crazy, these streams are showing evolution. Yeah, they're showing me actually develop a little bit of competence. And start to be maybe a good builder someday. Export FBX, where are we dropping? 3D objects. Roblox meshes. Ghost Hunt. Good to go. Guard rails. I should probably save this project file too, come to think of it. 3D objects, Roblox meshes, Ghost Hunt. I don't know, maybe I'll just save it in the 3D objects folder because there doesn't seem to be anything else, any other project files in the Roblox folder. Guardrails project. Why not? Save Blender file. Alright, I'll disable these modifiers. How do I do that again? I've completely forgotten how to disable. I thought it was that button. I guess it's not. I'll just delete them for now. Then I'll export this as another FBX. Single guard rail. FBX. I just realized I forgot to apply the scale. So these are gonna be giant when I put them in Roblox, but that's okay. Nothing to get fixed. How long have I been streaming for? About an hour, okay. All right. I think we're done in Blender for now. Goodbye, Blender, thank you. Let's import 3D. Import 3D. Roblox mesh is good to go. Is that where I put it? No, I put it in Ghost Hunt folder. Ah! Okay, Ghost Hunt folder. Guardrails, here we go. File geometry. Is there any way to... No. Oh, file transform maybe? No. That's okay. I'm fine with having to resize it myself, I guess. Look how big that... When you import that mesh, it's literally bigger than the asylum in and of itself. That's how microscopic. My gosh, look at this. It's absolutely crazy. Just This is insane. Look at this. This is so big when you first import it. It's like, oh gosh, I'm so tempted to just leave it here just to mess with people, but I'm not gonna do that. They look a bit like chess pawns. All right, guardrails. I don't need them to be grouped. Okay, there. Let's take down that size quite a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've forgotten all my hotkeys, haven't I? All right, now that that's a workable size, let's put that inside here. Let's put it inside. Where does it keep going? Why is it up there? Ah, okay. Gosh. I'm gonna copy this position, brick block. And I think I'll copy the size actually too, while I'm at it. Size, copy, and paste to that size. Position, rather. I'll have to like stretch it so that it's not so, so that they're not so fat, but that's okay. I can do that. Position there, and position there. Now I can get rid of this big long part, and then I'll resize this so that that's too much. I'm just eyeballing it. Get him as close to perfect square as I can. Boom, look at that. Look, see? For once in my life, I was smart about something. See? Cool, huh? Very nice. I think I wanna skim down a bit. I was supposed to include the gaps like on the end, but it didn't for some reason. I think that's pretty good. Where's my dummy? I want the dummy. Because I need to make sure these are like tall enough. Probably should have exported that into Blender too. Yeah, I'd say they're tall enough. In fact, they're too tall. I'm gonna just do this a little bit. There we go. It should be about like wrist height, I think. I still think they're a little too wide, maybe. There we go. I'm satisfied. Wood, and let's make him a good shade of brown. Burlap, that's pretty good. Shade of brown, because it looks like it was much more colorful at once, but then it's faded. I think it looks like that. Wow, okay, I was gonna see what wood planks look like, but it looks horrible, so I'm not doing that. These should be a little shorter, I think, actually, because once I add the guardrail like part on top, it's gonna add to the height. Might actually, how did Blender get open? Also, why is my guardrails project not in recent menu? Ay. I feel like I should be a bit skinnier, to be honest. Wow, Ghost Hunt has 34 players right now. Yeah, got some good players in there. Now I need to re-export or re-import that thing. I should not have closed Blender. I should have known better than to do that. Okay. That was it. F3, yeah. Geometry to origin. Bam. Maybe they shouldn't be that skinny. Okay. It's very strange how this affected that. I didn't expect that. I might have an idea that might work for this. I'm gonna export all of this. Export FBX selected objects. I'm gonna remember to scale it down this time. It's like 0.5. Guardrails, I'll call it guardrails with part. Why not? Export FBX. So now, because I don't like how like short and stubby these look, I think if I import these, now guardrails, where is it? I just exported it. Maybe I exported to a different folder? OX meshes. Guard. What the flip? Come on, Blender, work with me. FBX. Guardrails with part. It's just in 3D objects. Projects, okay. I just put it in the wrong thing, as all. Guardrails with part. Alright, so yeah, see now it has the part, so it keeps the spacing correct. That's cool. Import. Is it still gonna be giant? I mean, it's not gonna be as giant, obviously, but is it still gonna be somewhat giant? Yeah, it is. That's unfortunate. Okay, but now, yeah, see, I can like size this how I had the other one, kind of, to an extent, and then I can get rid of just that long part, and then I just have the guardrail. That's so cool. But now when I, oops, now when I stretch, ungroup. Now when I stretch these down, they're not quite as short as stubby. Short and stubby. They're still pretty short and stubby though. That's kind of weird. I don't know, better than before though. That's gonna be good enough. That's gonna be good enough. I like it. Glorious, look at how that turned out. That's nice. Let's move them a bit back so that they're more centered, I guess. Not, yeah, centered. Yeah. All right. What did we decide on? Burlap. Burlap. Wood. Beautiful. I think I'll make them a bit darker though. Something like that, yeah. Alright, now I just need a part to use as the guardrail, and I think I know just the part. I'll just duplicate this and move it straight up. Zoop, look at that. Instant guardrail. This is what it's like when I'm actually smart. This is literally when I'm smart. I feel like this is the first stream I've had where I've actually shown that I can sometimes be smart when I build. It just doesn't happen often. What I will do though is I'm gonna just copy and paste the overall position of this and paste it to the overall position of that, and then I'll just be able to size it up again, or move it up again, like that. Ah! There you go. Alright, and then I'll copy and paste the color, which is still what happened to the color? Why did it turn pink for a minute? Don't let me forget to anchor that, by the way. Why does it keep going pink? Or excuse me, bright purple. I don't think I'm ever gonna need these to cast a shadow. Roblox, I'm begging you, as a creator, just make parts anchored by default. It would save so much trouble. I don't think I'm gonna need these to cast a shadow at all. So I'm just gonna not have them do that. Because like, no matter what direction the flashlight's hitting these, it's always gonna be like out into the void. So I don't need the game to be like trying to process, you know, doing that, making that happen. So I just wanna narrow that gap between the last post and, you know, the wall. Alright, so check this out. This is our guardrails here. And then I've got this entire thing. The beauty part is like, I can set the primary part, that's the origin. I can set the primary part of this group that I've made of them to that top guardrail. And then I can just keep dragging it like this and boom, it snaps right between the next gap. This is why I wanted the room to be perfectly square, because I knew that all of this was gonna be such a pain if it weren't. Because if the room weren't perfectly square, I'd have to like basically make a new guardrail mesh for everything. But I don't have to do that now. Not at all. Not at all at all. In fact, what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna group these. Copy. What axis is this anyway that I'm trying to copy to? It's the x-axis, okay. I'm in a game right now on 1. Congratulations, I'm glad you found your way to the temporary ending at least. Here, just pin that real quick. Yeah, it's the x-axis, that's fine. All right, so x-axis, copy that and paste to this model. All right, and that's gonna be significant in a moment because I'm duplicating this. Move over here, I guess. I gotta do the exact same thing with this, and then we're gonna do something really cool. And you're gonna be really impressed and be like, wow, how did Cat think of that? He's usually so dumb. All right, so we've got this now. So here comes the cool part. We select both of these models. We duplicate them. Rotate. Boom. There's our guardrails. Instant guardrails. On everything. Well, not the stairs. Instant guardrails on the balcony. And I guess the overpass as well. If we're deciding to keep that, and I think maybe we should. I'm happy with how this stream is gone. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe, yeah, let's go. I agree. I'm wondering if there should be more archways up here. I kind of like it, but it also looks kind of repetitive. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I think I'll just keep it that way for now. What I'm gonna probably add at some point is just a big chandelier. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'll like a secret event where like it falls to the floor like really rarely. Be like the shelf collapsing event in a way. But yeah, look at that. That was easy. Can't get much easier than that, right? Alright, so next, let's move the stairs back a bit. I think since the pivot is here on the edge of this, I think what I can actually do is take the x-axis of this, assuming it's the x-axis. Yes, it is. I hate how quickly the properties menu like goes away, because I keep it there to try to make the chat easier to read, in case you're wondering. But yeah, since the pivot's right there, I think I can just copy the x-axis there and paste it here. Yeah, and then it's, oh my gosh. Chicken sandwich, I don't know if you're watching the VOD later, but thank you for telling me I can like change the pivot of models, and that will like help with stuff and things, because that's been really helpful. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get this model here, which is specifically this like part of the staircase, the left part. I'm gonna use my advice, right click, select children, and I'm going to make the staircase more narrow. So right now they are, I'm misclicking everything, good grief. Okay. Oh. That's interesting. They're not all the same width? Question mark? That's very curious. Okay, well, what's the width of this, at least? (24). Let's say I want to make this 18 wide. Maybe just 20, because I'm also going to move these. Okay, so these are all going to be 20 wide, is basically the point. So select children. Where's that? There we go. Size. I decided on 20, I believe. What the flip? What the flip? How did that even happen? Right? Like, I have no clue. I have no clue anymore. But, point is now they're all the same width. So now I can move them back here like that. Bam. All right. I know there's this little gap here, and it bothers me. Kind of lame. I'll think about how to fix that, but I'm gonna do it like probably later, I guess. I don't know, I might want these more moved a little bit further back, so maybe I will try 18 after all. Oh gosh. Size this for some reason. Why is this? Why does that exist? Okay. Let's try this again. 18. I decided on 18. 18. Oh, that's why all the stairs weren't the same width. They were. Or that's why I made it look like the stairs weren't all the same width. That's interesting. Okay. Would this look lame? If I just kind of did something like this and then I like stretch this. That's not terrible, I guess. I could live with that. Especially if I just like did this, you know? That might be what I do. That might be what I end up doing. I don't know. My brain just gets stuck on that, so. But anyway, I'm just gonna do the same thing to this other side real quick. Select children, boom, and where's the size property? 18, boom. And last but not least, the middle part. Boom. 18 wide. And then all I have to do is just move these a bit closer to this. Where's the other one? There we go. Yeah, and just like that, we pretty much got our stairs good to go. That is so much better. I like that a lot. One thing that's really bothering me though that I'm gonna fix real quick is the floors not being all the way here. So let's get to work on that real quick, and then I think I'll call the stream because there's not many people watching, and I think that'll be a pretty naturally good stopping place anyway. Oh, except I might have an idea for. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna call the stream there just yet. What I'm gonna do. It is like puzzle pieces fitting together. You are right about that. Magic wand tool, please. Magic wand tool. Oh my gosh, I've selected too much. There you go. I've still selected too much. Why? Extend one step, maybe? Oh, okay. That's weird. Magic wand tool is really useful, but it has some kind of weird quirks, not gonna lie. There we go. Yeah, so I've got an idea on how I can... Puzzle piece fitting good today, yeah, definitely. I got an idea on how I can like make mesh guardrails like this that just go up the stairs, and I'm gonna... I think I'll just export this staircase to Blender and basically do what I did with that long part that we had here, because that worked really well. All right, but yeah, first I'm gonna fix the floor. So let's see, floor texture. I'm gonna cut that and put it in this. Why not? I got used to using Control-Shift-V instead of right-clicking and pasting into. All right, separate that stuff. Ugh, weird looking thing. But I'm gonna extend this like really far back just in case I ever decide to expand this out more. I don't think I will, but you know. Magic wand tool. It does work with negative parts. That's so cool. And let's make a union. Save. I'm always in the habit of saving before I make a union because I'm a boomer and like, you know, unions used to crash your Roblox studio like mad back in the day. All right, there we are. So we've got our stairs, we've got our floor. I'm gonna fix, oh, that's weird. There's a column on this side, but not on this side. It's kind of weird. I'm not really feeling that. You know, I guess, let me see my reference image again. Let me see how they handled this in Resident Evil. Yeah, so they just have different columns in general. The progress is so beautiful. I agree, yeah. This has been a really smooth sailing stream. See, I'm cursed in the fact that, like, a lot of people tune into the streams that I suck at building, and then, like, very few people tune into the streams where things go really well, but what I'm noticing is that, like, they use entirely different columns for these back walls, so maybe I'll just do that as well here. But I don't know, I'll think about that later. My main concern right now is a couple things. First of all, I want to get this over here. I'm gonna need to edit this pivot, aren't I? Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna need to edit that pivot. All right, that's fine, I can do that. Where is the pivot? I've selected edit pivot and it's not showing me where the pivot is. Okay, reset the pivot. Oh, it's because I've got multiple things selected, okay. Now will let me? No. Now? Oh, hang on. No, I'm just gonna have to edit the pivot, that's fine. Why is it down? I've selected too much, haven't I? Weird, I don't know why it was doing that. That's okay. It's almost right where I need it. Just the almostness of it. It's really hard to see where the pivot is sometimes too. That's weird. Not a fan of that. Oh man, the slightest little increment. It's crazy. Alright. Move that up. They need to see peak build cat. Yeah, they need to see the Sigma building cat. But I guess that's what the pro builder shorts are for, because I don't feel the pressure of streaming. So I can actually like show off how many like little tricks that I actually do know for Roblox Studio. I'm probably actually gonna make a, if this trick with the stairs works, like making guardrails and stuff, I'm probably gonna make a short about that too. All right, I'm gonna export. What should I export? Export these stairs, I guess. Yeah. But the top step here, I notice, is like a stud to far out, I guess. Far out, man. Let me just select these real quick. Move by one stud, don't snap to parts. Oh, what the flip? I've missed one. Maybe it's not one stud, maybe it's like half a stud? What is that increment? That's a really weird increment. Huh. Well, I guess what I'm just gonna have to do is just measure it like this. There you go. That's the gap right there, so. Actually, I think I've done this backwards. What I should do is, yeah, so that's where it needs to be. Okay. So select all of these. My gosh, hang on. This is already a model, isn't it? Yeah. Let me select children and just deselect the top step, I guess. Turn off the move increments. There we go. Okay. Fixed. It's so amazing when things actually work. Like when I actually feel like I do well at stuff. Best feeling in the world. Alright, I'm gonna export exactly this selection. Export selection. Can you do that with an entire model? Yes. I'm just blind. Alright. Roblox meshes exported from Roblox. Stairs. Alright, back into the Blender project we go. I'm actually going to save this as a separate project because I feel compelled to, and usually listening to my gut is a good idea. Stairs guardrail, I guess. It's as good a name as anything. Okay, yikes. That's not what I wanted. Import dot object. Stairs, boom, boom. And we're gonna have to do the thing again. What is it again? Have all together now. Origin, or geometry to origin. Flip. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is like modify this array modifier. Really trippy. We're modifying the modifier, man. Modifying the never mind. If I can't speak correctly, I probably don't deserve to. I was gonna say we're modifying the modifier, man. Are these like usually on the edge of stairs, or are they like in the middle? I think they're usually kind of on the edge of stairs, aren't they? Yeah, that's just where I'm gonna put mine, and people can just live with it. It doesn't have to be like perfect in here. All right, so now this is the tricky part. I'm gonna need to get this distance like just right. And that's gonna be kinda tricky. Also, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to get rid of the mirror modifier. Because then, there you go. That's just gonna make it easier, just trust me. Good grief. I've locked in, so it's the game dev focus mode now. Move these up a bit, I think. Yeah, something like that. All right, getting this distance just right. That's gonna be the tricky part, isn't it? It's gonna be well, let's try 1.8. Can I just slide it so that it's perfect that way? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Well, maybe not as much as I thought. 1.6 might be it. Now this is also gonna suck, this bit. Or not, I don't know. Hang on. Oh gosh. Messed everything up. There we go. It's not quite right. There we go. I think that's actually perfect. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at it. It's literally just one click. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh. And his name was Bingo. Look at that. I feel like such a pro right now, and that's a very dangerous feeling because I need chef kiss. Let's go. This is GIF worthy. Where's my GIFs? There we go. I gotta get in the habit. There. I gotta get in the habit of using my Stream Deck to play sound effects on stream. I slap myself every time I realize I've forgotten that. Here comes the first one, okay? Every time I forget to use the Stream Deck to play sounds during a stream, ow, that's what I get. Oh gosh. Yep, that'll work. That'll remind me. So, all right. Let's export this, and I think because of the way I've built the steps, it's the same like number of steps. Oh my gosh, switching from Roblox controls to Blender and then back again is the most confusing thing on the planet. Okay, select children. How many how many things is this? And where does it say? Where does it say? Like how many things you have selected? I could have sworn it tells you somewhere. It's probably in the properties, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so 16 items in that one. 16 items in that one, yeah, so I literally just need to export this. And then I'm just done. The tricky part will actually be getting the size in Roblox correctly. I didn't think about that. Alright, well let me try something. Maybe I'll end up cooking. I'm gonna export all of this just like I did before, including the stairs. I'm gonna export it to the correct folder this time as well. Roblox meshes, good to go. Stairs with guardrail, I guess. I mean, I'm naming it exactly what it is. All right, let's try like scale 0.001, if that's even an option. Oh my gosh, I don't know if it is. Well, maybe. Let's see what that does. Because surely there must be like some ratio, right? Some ratio where like if something's a certain size in Roblox and it has to be this size when you export it as FBX or something like that. I don't know, but let's just see what happens if I... Where is the... I'm on the wrong tab. Import 3D. There. Okay. Pet peeve with Roblox Studio. There's a lot of similar tabs up here that have like similar buttons and I never remember where anything is. What's wrong with the cube? Contains 1 warnings. Object geometry. Polygon count. Oh, okay, so it's just gonna have to compress it. That's okay. I'm fine with that. It's good at that. Back in the day, when you imported 3D objects, if you're... Oh, this looks way too small. This looks like a model. It's like a dollhouse. Okay, but never mind, because I think if I just set the primary part to... Can I set the primary part? Where's the primary part? Oh, it's in pivot, okay. To that. And then I adjust the pivot a bit. I'm gonna scale this up real quick. It's just too distracting to have the stairs that tiny. Tiny stair. Oh, look at you, a little tiny stair. And let me just, oh, not rotate, come on. I should turn on snapping for editing the pivot. I think that'd make things a little bit easier. Put the pivot in the corner. All right, let's see if I can like get this here and then like size it up by the primary part, if that's an option. I mean, not size it up by the primary part, but I'm like using the primary part as like a guide. Oh my gosh. Bloody heck. On the floor. Okay, now I'm gonna move the pivot again to this corner, to this corner. Oh my gosh. See, the problem is it locks the aspect ratio, so I'm not sure if this is actually gonna work the way I want it to. Oh, hang on. Am I cooking? Maybe. You know, why can't more people like be part of these streams where everything just goes so incredibly well? I mean, it's not perfect. I gotta have to... Oh, but is it though? Is it perfect, like, enough? True cat, I wish I was well. Yeah, it's just weird. But, my technique wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be. Let me just like get rid of this and see if like I can, if I have enough info to like scale this on its own. Reset that stuff. Ungroup it. We don't need it to be grouped. Yeah, so this is pretty close actually. So I might be able to just kind of eyeball it. Oh, I see the problem. I see the problem. Okay. I need snapping off real quick. Hang on a second. I need to turn the port snapping off entirely. Yes, okay, I think that's it. Now I just need to scale it up, I guess. And down. Yeah. Ah, there we go. All right, where's the dummy? I see the problem is going to be the height, if anything else. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's the size, the y-axis size? I can just dial it down like that. I mean, maybe. Oh, maybe that's not an option. I wish my trick with the stairs would have worked. Good night, aviation expert. It was good to see you. I thought you left a while ago, though. I'm confused. Maybe moving it down is the answer? Moving it down and then, like, sizing it up. No, because the problem is, like, if I size it up, then it, like, messes with, like, the trajectory of it. And this is the trajectory I needed it. So I think the only option is actually to make them smaller in Blender and, like, start the second half of this process over. Which sucks, but, you know. That's what you have to do. That's doing some weird stuff with the copies, though, I notice. I need to know how to move the 3D cursor. Because, like, the origin point of this kind of sucks. And I want to know, like, how to fix that, but I don't. Oh. Oh, not that. This really is the challenging part of all this, isn't it? Alright, is this close? It's closer, I guess. So let's say 2.7. Oh, maybe that's it. 2.69. I think 2.69 is the way to go. So now I've made these a lot shorter. Alright, let's try this again, and I'm not gonna do the same, like, scaling that I did. I'm gonna just do 0.01. See what that does. Stairs the guardrail. I'm okay if it overwrites. Oh gosh. I'll just delete those, I guess. Ah. Import 3D. It's tricky, but it's important, and, you know. Huh, important. See what I did there? I'm so lame, I'm sorry. That's a lame joke, but... Oh, is that actually the ratio I was talking about before? I think it might be. Oh my gosh, is this like a massive discovery I've just made? Am I gonna get like a Nobel Prize for this? I mean, it's pretty close, right? In fact, I think it's not even the size, it's just the position that's wrong. Yo, dude, I think I found the ratio that I was talking about before. We're I need snapping. I'm so excited, I'm so excited. This is like a magic stream or something because everything's gone well. It is the perfect ratio. It is actually, I found, oh look, Z fighting up here. Usually Z fighting's bad, but what that means is like everything like perfectly overlaps. Z fighting up here, Z fighting down here. I literally found, and I have it on stream. So now I can like refer back to this. Cube, okay, stairs, there we go, get rid of that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's just, everything's working so well. Hey, G-Hub, oh my gosh. Holy frick, G-Hub Power, thank you for the $13 donation. I'm speechless. You're fantastic, thank you. Ah, thank you so much. Epic donator, yeah, for sure. This guy's awesome. Do I have any cool music to play for that? What? I'll play the classic Roblox theme for that. That'll be my regular, like, big donation music. Also, 37 players in Ghost Hunt right now. That's pretty cool. All right, so it's come to my attention these are still too tall, though. Oh, they look like the older versions, honestly. Hang on, let me look up on YouTube real quick and see if there's like a way to set the origin of an object better. Ah, gosh, what's wrong with my internet? That's probably just that I'm streaming, honestly. All right, Blender set origin to bottom of object. That's kind of what I need. Okay. I'm just gonna like pop this out so you guys can see what I'm watching too. Okay. I've missed the most crucial part, haven't I? I'm gonna need to pause the music, I think. All right, let me see what this guy says to do.
Quickest and easiest way to move. There's origin, access, pivot, whatever you want to call it. Basically,
origin.
It's this thing right here. Allows you to move and rotate on a specific axis, right?
Really?
Actually, you can call it whatever you want. Someone's play, oh, it's the origin in, you know, Blender. You know what? I'll tell you what. I don't care. It's the effing thing that moves and rotates the object, right? So let's just get back to this guy right here.
This is the best tutorial I've seen in my life.
Copy this real quick. Control D. Let's do it on Y. Yeah, right here. All right, so we got this guy right here.
What is he making?
Say you want to make this dinky arm thing move, right? So you're gonna want to take this guy. You're gonna parent to this. P. Parent the object. So you want to rotate this, and you want to rotate this, but you want to keep it from breaking right here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just put this back over here. Let's go back to this guy, which is not parented. The light over here I don't want. Delete. No need to delete. All right, so let's go back over here.
This guy seems every bit as prepared for his videos as I am.
The easiest way to move this. Make sure you're on a orthographic view. We're not going to move it all axis. Watch this. Control period. Move this guy right here. Want your arm to start there.
Really?
Move this guy.
Control period, okay. Nice, okay. I'm gonna give that a like. I should keep it open. Does it work for me in my version of Blender? Set parent. Oh, I've done that wrong. Okay, there we go. Ah, yeah, there we go. Should probably do what he said and like have the camera locked to, you know, things.
That's close enough, right? See, we don't care.
All right, so now If I make these smaller, will that mean I don't have to... I've accidentally played animation. I don't want to... If I accidentally make these smaller... Oh, no, but it didn't work for what I intended. That's weird. Maybe if I... Oh my gosh, now I've done something I don't want to do. Alright. I don't want a subdivision set. What's going on? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's what's going on. 3D cursor to origin. I thought that was an option. Move cursor. Oh my gosh. Cursor to world origin. Not what I was looking for. Cursor. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm so hopeless with Blender, but okay, fine. I'll just adjust them like I'll just eyeball it like I did before. Ugh. What I'm actually gonna do is just like do this. See, I have no idea why that would mess up the rest of these in such a bizarre way. Long time I had Blender installed on Chromebook using Linux dev tools or something, and it works fine but a little laggy. Yeah, that's cool. I just don't know why setting the origin didn't work, because I feel like it should have, but I'm a Blender noob. I really am, so it's probably just me being a Blender noob. Alright, well let's wait, relative offset, what does that do? What's relative offset? Should I have unchecked that a long time ago? Constant offset. I found my problem. Okay. And if I set it to constant offset, then it's not gonna matter, is it? Hang on. Yeah, because it's a different, like, measurement, a different unit of measurement. But at least I found the issue, I think. I need my solid thing back, I think. There we go. No, I do need a wireframe back, actually. But dragging it is a lot easier, I will say that. Okay, how's that? That looks good. That looks good. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I've messed everything. I keep. Oof. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, now I've done everything wrong again. Breathe, cat, breathe. Breathe, cat, breathe. Breathe, cat, breathe. Breathe, cat, breathe. Okay. 0 there. A whole bunch there and a whole bunch there. God. $1.26, right? Or 1.29. I'm starting to think my let's goes might be a curse. I don't think so, because like we've had like 5 let's goes this whole stream, and like this is when things have very specifically have started to go wrong. But this is close enough. This is close enough. No one in the world, no one in the universe is gonna look at this and say, that's 0.0079 meters off, you know? No one's gonna say that. It's just me being a perfectionist, that's all it is. All right, select everything, and I'm gonna export it as FBX, and it's go time. We're in the business, yo. Ba, ba. I love when my song endings are like so perfectly timed by chance. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Import 3D. Oh gosh. Oh, I didn't know you could do that by double clicking on it. That's cool. All right, import 3D. Stairs with guardrail. Cool. I'm so happy I found that actual ratio to like make things the actual size they were when you exported them. Okay, it looked like my Roblox Studio crashed for a minute and that scared me to death, but it didn't. Okay. Yeah, I'll never forget it. Like, I looked at that and I was like, wait a minute. Is that actually the perfect ratio? It was all along. I just need to edit this pivot and then we're good. So I'm gonna turn on snapping. Oh, that's weird. Might have a problem with the pivot. Snapping to that, fine. So why is it okay? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this. Position, boom. Position, boom. What the flip? Oh, cause pivot. Oh, right. Reset the pivot. Position, boom. What the flip? Okay, position, copy that. Position, paste that. There we are, right? No, it's off for some reason, but there we go. Huh. Whew. Yay, we're good. All right, delete the stairs there, and we've got our guardrails, I think for real this time. Why do they still look tall? Like, they still look ludicrously tall, right? Even though I've, like, resized them. Let's go reluctantly. Nice. I might just, like, say they're gonna be too tall and just live with it. Or I might just, like, move them down a bit. Hang on, let me see something. Export. Am I tripping? Roblox Mesh is good to go. So when I import 3D. Oh, Roblox. Okay, so it is the same thing. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna move them down a bit, and then they're good. Not that far down by any means. That's way too far, but there we are. All right, so it's not perfectly wrist height, but I think it'll look wrist height enough. And I guess like there's plenty of real life guardrails on the stairs that aren't perfectly wrist height, so. Have you tried to use Roblox Dummy in Blender to help out scaling the railing? Didn't think of it.
There's a dinky up.
Didn't, where, I don't need this tutorial now. Didn't think of it. Okay, well, that's all well and good, but what's done is done. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna bother scaling anymore. Yes, it's a good idea. I should do that next time. I need to scale something so perfectly. Now, for the first time in I think ever, for the first time in forever, I think I might use gap fill for the railings, or I might, actually I'm gonna give something to try real quick. I've wanted to try this for a while, and I might as well do it now. First of all, I'm gonna anchor these before I forget and they're gonna fall apart. Roblox, please just make stuff anchored by default. There's no reason not to do that. Yeah, making the stairs guardrail was a lot trickier than making the you know, just the upstairs guardrails in general. All right. And one thing I'll do real quick while I'm at it. The beauty thing is like, it's the same amount of steps here, so as long as I overlap these parts, there might be some Z fighting there. That just occurred to me, but you know, whatever. Some Z fighting's okay. Maybe I'll try to cover it up with like a thing here or something. I don't know. I just create a lot of problems for myself, but that's okay. I'm gonna try using Archimedes in kind of a unconventional, weird way. Oh, I don't need to spawn a new part. I've got this up here. And it's still up there. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, now that it's in the workspace, I'm gonna try to use Archimedes in like a kind of unconventional way, as I said. Let me... Actually, something occurred to me. Is this position? I can't see with my... No, it's size. I can't see with my camera in the way. That's what's doing all the tracking for my VTuber. Alright, let's see. What is this? I think that's the x-axis, right? Yes. Okay, so let me copy the x-axis size on that and paste it onto this. Okay, I guess in this case it's the... What the flip? No, it's the z-axis. I'm losing my mind. I need sleep. I need lots and lots of sleep. Alright, so now... Could I not just rotate it a bit? I mean, I probably could. Ah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I might end up using Archimedes in that unconventional way that I mentioned after all. Because this is kind of... It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to just eyeball, like, the rotation of things. Oops, I should not have done it that way. I should have done it this way. I mean, eventually I'll have to... Well, hang on. I'll need, like, a perfect square one up here. And don't worry, it's not going to be near as difficult as the last perfect square we tried to make. There we go. Okay. Put this one like up here, I guess. If it'll let me. That's pretty solid, I think. That's pretty nice. Ah, yeah. Maybe I will just use gap fill, honestly, because I think this is kind of the thing it's made for. I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna put another copy of this down here. Let's see if it works. I've used gap fill like twice because resize a line is where it's at, in my opinion, but I'll give gap fill a try. Maybe it'll work for this. Not really. Thinnest, maybe? Maybe if I have it set to thinnest, it'll work. I'm on the right track, I guess. It's a very confusing plugin to use, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. I mean, it's kind of working for what I need it. The problem is, like, this is two wedges, it's not a single part, so I can't just resize it. What's best guess do? Like, it's not just me, like, this is straight up, like, a confusing plugin by nature, right? It's not just me just being dumb. Or is it? Is it just me being dumb? Is it just me being dumb? Is it? It might just be me being dumb, I don't know. So like, this would be really good if it were just... Oh, it is just a part. That's not a wedge. I thought it was 2 wedges. Okay, good. Well, problem solved. No, problem not solved because it's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna try using Archimedes in kind of a weird way. But even that has its own issues because, like... Launch Archimedes. Can I just set this to 0? Yeah, you can. Which of these is needed? I'm not good at math or algebra. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just need sleep. 2. So this is the angle. Where's the count? Is it just like these? Yeah, it must be these, right? Oh gosh. No. So I would like do this. Holy flip, how... I didn't eyeball that just right now. And then I would like make a union out of these, theoretically. The problem is, like, I'm still left with eyeballing it. And that's still a problem. I wish there was a plugin for this too, honestly. Maybe there is. I don't know, I'm starting to think like maybe like I wasn't so wrong, just like trying to eyeball the rotation of a single part like I was originally trying to do. I think I'll just go back to doing that, honestly. I think gap fill came like really close though to solving my problem, so I don't know if there's a way I can like get that to work. Gap fill, why are you so confusing? Please, somebody tell me it's not just me and that I'm not just losing my mind, right? Why does my YouTube chat keep falling behind? It's the second time. Lean XP, welcome to stream. Thank you for congratulating me on my channel growth. I don't know why my YouTube chat keeps falling behind, but it drives me crazy. Alright, maybe if I just like do it on both of these. I mean, it's close-ish. But not really. It's a weird plugin. This is why I prefer Resize Align, honestly. Because both of those are made by the same, like, people. Alright, what if I just take this and, like, resize it up a bit? And then I use gap fill here as well. I mean, it works. That works. No, it doesn't. Oh my holy cow. Alright, that's it. I'm eyeballing it. It's the best answer to a problem is usually the simplest one, and I'm gonna make it a simple solution, I guess. If that is in fact what I'm doing. Position like that. I'll worry about, like, the end parts in a minute, I guess. Ah, I got a hair in my mouth, what the heck? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That looks mostly aligned, in my opinion. My gosh, I'm tired. What time is it? Oh, flip, it's late. And I got work tomorrow. I'm okay with this, like, not really tapering off, but the top part here needs to, like, bridge the gap with, like, a flat part, if you know what I mean. So I guess I'll just, get sleep well soon, yeah. Doing my best. It used to be on Roblox, like, when you drag a part, it would reset the orientation for you. I don't know why they got rid of that. Maybe it's a setting somewhere, I don't know, but that's a little bit irritating that it doesn't do that anymore. See, like, the problem is, like, normally I would have these be individual guardrails, and I feel like I'm causing myself more problems than it's worth to not have the extra parts, but I don't know. I don't know. There we go. See, because, like, maybe I'm wrong and, like, having extra parts and individual guardrail posts wouldn't actually cause all that much extra lag, and I'm just kind of shooting myself in the foot. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do it. The age of the stream going well is over. Well, I mean, it's still a good stream, but, like, the age of me building well during this stream is over. What we need is... You know what? I have an idea. I have a crazy idea, and it might be crazy enough it might just be... Whatever I'm trying to say. It might just be crazy enough to work. There. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna put this under here. I'm gonna color code this in a second. You know things are getting crazy when I start color coding stuff. Yellow. Sure. Just gonna duplicate this down here. Same way. I wish you could just make unions out of meshes, but that's just not possible, I don't think. Still, it seems to understand broadly, like, where I want this to be, even though these are meshes. That's kind of cool. Alright, so what I can do now, not sure why that's off center, is copy this and put it on top of this part down here. And here's the crazy part of my crazy idea. I'm gonna put a wedge in. I'm gonna put a wedge in and see if I can, like, just get a part on top of that, if that makes sense. Wedge, 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 wedge. Here we go. So I'm gonna put this, like, here. See, this is what I meant when I said it's a crazy idea, but it might work. If this works, I'm gonna just laugh so hard. And then I'll have recorded on a VOD, like, a method of doing this in the future that I can refer back to. It's slightly too high, isn't it? What the heck? No, come on, how does that happen? Alright, where's the pivot? I'll just edit the pivot. It'll be fine. 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 Don't panic just yet. Because this is officially my last idea for getting this to work. So if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's, come on. Give me 1 second. This over here. God, this is so annoying. Tomorrow or whenever, I'm gonna find out like there's a plugin for this that like lets you do this easily. And I've just been blind and not using it. I'm just gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna do this with the standard like blocks, rectangular parts. If it'll even let me do that. Oh my gosh, it's becoming the last stream. Alright, copy the size like that. Was that a good move? Was that a Sigma technique? I think it might have been. Okay, reset the pivot. I think it might have been Sigma technique. Yes, I think it was. Okay. Kinda. I mean, I should have aligned it to the bottom of this, but I can fix that later if it won't let me. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. That's fine. There we go. Ah, yeah, Sigma technique. All right. And I think this might actually work for like the grander scheme of things. Copy that size, paste that size, copy that position, paste that position. Oh, thank you all very much for being so patient with me as a builder. Like, I know it's probably not all that easy to watch. Oh my gosh, you're not. Okay, hang on. Let me move the guardrails out of the way for a second. I'm moving them 10 studs this way. No, turn off snapping. 10 studs that way. All right. No, not the wedge. Oh, hold up. Why are the guardrail posts down here peeking out of that wedge, but not the ones up there? That's so strange. I don't know if it'll matter. I mean, it probably will, but I'm just gonna roll with it and see what happens. I'm losing my patience so much. Like, when I'm done with this part of the map, if I never work on this, yeah, the haunting of this room is showing up again. It is. If I never have to work on this room again, it'll be too soon. Physical. Will that do anything for me? God. Look, it used to be that when you drag stuff on a wedge, it would rotate it to like be on the wedge, but it's not doing that, so this whole technique that I was gonna use isn't gonna work. Normally I could switch it to physical and just drag it like that, but do you see it dragging anything at all? Look, hear me clicking? Hear me clicking? It's not doing anything at all, no matter what I do. Is it because I need this on? No. Is it because that's too strict? No. Is it because collisions needs to be on? No. So what's the problem? What is the actual problem? Like, what is the point of having this option to drag physical if you're not actually going to, like, you know, make it work? Studio, why must you be so buggy? Yes, exactly. That's my point. my mind. See, here I was thinking this was like such a good idea. Because it seemed like it would be. But it isn't. These are also the moments that I wish I were a bigger streamer because like, at this point, oh, hang on. Maybe the transform tool for once in its existence is actually what I need. No, probably not, right? Oh my gosh, the transform tool is so broken. I don't know. But yeah, this is why I wish I were a bigger streamer, because like people could actually advise me and give me special like techniques that they use in their own builds to get stuff like this done. But I don't have that luxury. Ugh. Dope! Okay, there must be some way to get it to pay attention to the physics of the wedge, right? There must be some way to make it happen. Why is when you switch to physical, it doesn't work at all. God. So yeah, I don't think that this technique is actually gonna work after all, because it, oh my gosh. So I'm back to just blind guessing, I guess. Now why don't we want to move? It's because collisions was on, right? Let's try gap fill again, because why not? What I need is like a proper like tutorial to explain to me how this plugin works, because it's just so confusing. Ah. See, this is... Maybe I have seen the error of my ways. Maybe this needs to be like down another step. Oh my gosh. I will end you. Or maybe this needs to be down another step. No. That needs to be there. Right. That needs to be there. Alright. Turn off move. Turn on snap, I guess. Well, I'm still holding on to some techniques, I guess, because now, like, I know that's the exact distance I need it to be. Ha! Smart cat strikes again, somehow, in the midst of all this. Alright, so maybe if I just do this, maybe if I do gap fill from here, it'll work. I don't know. I have a feeling this isn't gonna work at all. No, not resize the line, gosh dang. Oh! No, hang on. Maybe. Why are you doing that? God, so bizarre. No, it still didn't work for whatever reason. I am so lost. And I have no idea. I don't know, like, I always see all these really impressive builds that actually have guardrails like this, and I always wonder, I've always wondered, like, in spite of the, like, 13 whatever years I've been doing Roblox development, I've always wondered, like, how people actually make this kind of thing happen. Ugh. And I'm wondering, like, how much of this could be solved if these were individual parts? Like, is that actually the problem that I'm facing? Well, I might not be able to get it like too perfect, but maybe I can still make it work, I guess. If I just do this and that or whatever. What? Okay, what determines if it like appears like on the outer side of it? I guess the direction the arrows are pointing. Okay, I could guess that. Fair enough. Hang on a second. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Distinct possibility. Very distinct possibility. Okay, so the arrows have to be pointing that way in order for it to like go underneath and not up for some reason. Oh, dude, this is it. I think I was just being a little bit stupid. Shocker, shocker. New Rage compilation inbound. Alright, well, can I use resize the line here and there? Does that work? Oh, that does not work. Okay. What happens if I do it like that? Nothing. No, that's not good. What happens if I do this? Oh, that worked. Why is there more than one part here? Oh, because they are wedges. All right. This one's not. One of them was. But, oh my gosh, my YouTube chat fell behind again. I'm so. I heard Roblox staff said I need to get caught up. Why is my Roblox or my YouTube chat whatever falling behind so much? It's so annoying. Maybe it's because I'm using Firefox. I don't know. I heard Firefox is like kind of maybe gonna die soon. All right. I heard Roblox staff said that Roblox Studio will come to mobile in later future. Interesting. I don't know exactly how that'll work. Let's go, maybe? Yeah. I think this is, I think we're good. Are we still actually, like, live? Because I'm having all kinds of internet issues here. Hang on a second. Bear with me, for just a second. I want to, oh my gosh. Is everyone still here? I had to do something weird with like my internet. Is everybody still here? Or has something weird happened? Okay, so you are still here. Okay, good. My gosh. Oh, but look at that. It's the Catulus learns how to use gaps fill properly arc. I love that arc. That's cool. That's a cool arc. Alright, now I think I might be able to just copy and paste like most of the rest of this. Kinda, I hope, please, God. Get rid of that. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. That's cool. Wow, I've been wrestling with this one for a while, haven't I? Good grief. Okay. Ha ha ha. Okay, so there's that done. Yippee. Sorry. My OBS is going crazy. My internet is having problems. So I might just like Stream froze? Yeah. I know, like, my internet's having problems, my OBS is having problems. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm gonna have to see if I can like just copy and paste this. First of all, I'm gonna copy and paste it to the right, just so I have like some modicum of success with making these guardrails on the stairs tonight. Please reconnect OBS. My gosh, we are having stream difficulties right now, aren't we? The room's haunting OBS. It's getting more powerful. It's actually haunting my own. No, it's NordVPN is what it is. VPNs are great and they add an extra layer of security, but boy, can they slow down your internet sometimes. Boy. Alright, let me try copying and pasting this. There's gonna be some Z fighting here, fair warning. There will be. But it's just gonna have to stay that way, honestly. It will. I'm okay with a little Z fighting. I don't mind. I don't mind it so much. But can I edit the pivot? Like, so it's recognizes where it's supposed to be. Oh, maybe there's not gonna be Z fight. Does Z fighting not apply to meshes? That would be interesting. Oh. Was cool, but look at this. Now I've got another problem. That's funny. That's funny. Maybe I will just make these like individual parts or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I might just bite the bullet and make all these individual parts. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot of extra parts, but my gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Honestly, like, I need like an advanced building tutorial that shows me like how to make guardrails like this a thing. Ah. 22 players are online, that's cool. I love to see it. One moment. There might be something I can do real quick. Because this, maybe there won't be Z fighting actually, because I put these down wrong, and I misunderstood how I'd have to put them down properly. Now this is still weird, but I guess I could just move these stairs back because that might look better anyway, actually. Like back to the left-ish. This way. Oh gosh, but not like that. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm gonna select just this model and these. How's that? Because in reality, this should be further this way. So I think what I need to do is have this wide a gap. Not a gap, but like, I don't even know how to string my sentences together anymore. I've lost my, this is another update that's broken my brain. Oh my gosh, I told you to unselect that. Okay, I see the problem. Select children, and that, deselect that. Okay, maybe this will work. Oh my gosh, it will if it, like, does the snapping correctly. Here's what I must do. I'm gonna have to change the parent of this so that it's something else. Parent, I'll switch to workspace, if it will let me. Oh, I just erased it, okay. Parent, workspace, there we go. Now I should be able to move all of this. I'm gonna, well. Sure, that'll work for now, I guess, right? I need to go to sleep. I need to call it soon. But not until I, like, at least get somewhat close to figuring out the fix for this. Okay, first of all, take these and paste them in this model at the original location. So when I move this model, edit the pivot, right? I feel like I'm just hand holding Roblox Studio half the time I'm working with it. There we go. But I think that's actually what we needed, because then we can take this and stretch it out this way. Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. So I think then we'll just be able to copy and paste like these guardrails again. I tell you what, this sucks though. I'm gonna have to do this same kind of thing with this side, but it's okay because I know what I'm doing now. I have a better understanding of what I'm doing. And I haven't like actually pasted the guardrail for this side yet, so that in and of itself kind of makes it simpler. Just gotta edit the pivot and all. There we go. Done. All right. So now I'm gonna get rid of those, I guess, and just try to copy and paste them again. Let's just see how that goes, I guess. Pool. Yeah, I need the building experts who make stuff like this on the regular to tell me, like, how they do it. Yeah, so in order to make it level with that, then the guardrails would have to be pretty deep into the stairs. So that's not the answer right there. Ugh. Well, maybe. Let me just try something. Resize the line. Old friend. Oh yeah. It does work, kinda. I'd be lying if I said I'm happy with how that looks, though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like call it here and try to figure this out like off camera or something, so I'm not like wasting people's time. Oh, and I need sleep. But oh, thank you everybody who joined this stream, and I will see if I can work this out. Maybe I'll figure out how to like, I don't know, have these as individual parts without lagging, but I don't know if that's even possible. But thank you all for your patience with me as a terrible builder, but I hope to see you next stream, and hopefully it will run a lot more smoothly than like the second half of this stream did. That'd be great. Also, I hope to like find a better tracking software for my VTuber avatar soon. That'd be kind of cool. But okay, my internet's giving me a hard time again, so I'm out, I think. Yeah. Talk to you later. Goodbye, everyone.